Hello and welcome back to the garden, and I'm going to try and make this quick. So I did a video a year ago called Hedgelaying an Apple Tree, and another one called In Situ Grafting for the Apple Fence, and so that featured this tree. So this is a very unusual tree that's been laid against this fence here. And the purpose was to grow a lot of shoots, as you can see over here, which I can graft onto so that I can have lots of different varieties of apple on one tree. And also the tree was too close to the fence anyway, and it seemed a shame to chop it down completely. So yeah, you can lay an apple tree like you would a hazel or a hawthorn, or the kind of tree you'd traditionally get in a hedge. But apple is a hard wood, and so you tend to do the tree quite a lot of damage. So what I'm trying to do here is kind of heal that damage gradually, and that's why I've got these trays of compost here. So these are just like the kind of trays you'd get vegetables in a shop or like a grocer's. And I've just had like scraps from the kitchen, vegetable scraps, and then I've got wood chip on the top here. I can't see what else is in there, a few bits of garden waste and stuff. And so that's all breaking down and releasing nutrients for the roots of this tree. And what I'm trying to do is, I don't know if you can see here, but there's a split here, which was part of the original wound, which resulted in this tree being able to be laid down in that way. And I'm trying to join that split up together. So I've got these shoots here, which are drawing the sap up around and all the goodness from this compost to try and seal that off. And you can see here. So can you see here where it's healed over? So the wound originally came a lot further back, and you can see there's healthy growth here because the sap is being drawn along. And so it's gradually sealing that up. So this tree, can you see the gnarly bark on this tree? It gets clawed a lot by cats, and it always has. I don't know why. That's what that is. And so anyway, I did some grafts, so we have a quick look at the grafts here. So there was one here, so you can see that's healed over, and so this top bit is the variety that I want. And what I've done, I've drawn this shoot out. I've pulled this shoot out with a bootlace, a bit like I have here. So can you see I've just got a bootlace, and it's just twisted around, and you can only do that to these stems when they're very green and flexible, and that allows you to shape. So I want to try and get more twigs coming out to cover this area a bit more. That's my kind of plan. So I've chopped it off just up here, and there's a bootlace on that bit. So behind here there's another one here. So the original stem was up here, and then I grafted on here, and it's healed over, and then it's going up. It's got a stem coming out, and it goes up, and it's pretty healthy. And then this one, I did the graft much higher up here. Now that's much higher than you would normally, but again I had this problem with the cats, so I thought, well, I'll do one higher up, and then my plan is to try and grow some bits out there. So there's another one here. This one's actually 2 years old. So that was healed last year when I did this film, and there was just a little bud on the end here that the birds were tending to nibble. So we've got, from that we've got a shoot coming up towards me, and then also another one up against the fence here. And what will happen is, if that ever gets apples on it in a year or two's time, that will pull it down a little bit more, make it a little bit more diagonal, which is kind of what I want. It won't support that much weight, but that doesn't matter. So I've got some more stems here that are ready to be grafted onto, and it's that time of year, so the buds are, I don't know if you can see on there, but the buds are swelling up, which means the sap's rising. There was one on here somewhere, I think. Oh no, it's up here. I don't know if you can see that one. There's a graft on there, and it didn't heal very well. That was an early one. So yeah, I did try and video, so I've got another video called In Situ Grafting for Apple Fence, and what I did was I fixed the camera in position and then tried to do the grafting, but I needed both hands for it. And the problem was that as I moved away from the phone, I was away from the microphone, so it was difficult to hear, and I was kind of getting in the way of the shot a bit and what have you. So I'm going to try and remake that video as I graft these stems, and I've got some Bluetooth headphones now, so they've got a microphone in them so that you can do like telephone calls and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to put the camera in a fixed position where I won't get in the way and film me doing some grafts. So this is just a primer really for that. Okay, see you soon.